Is there such thing as original artwork anymore? I ask that because, well, I like asking myself all sorts of questions every day. And question your values, your knowledge, what do you know, what's true, what's not true. What are your definitions, your standards? And when I ask if there is anything as original artwork still. Now, we'll take this piece for example, right? Which is influenced by biomechanical artwork, specifically the works of H.R. Giger. And I'm using, to me, it's common parts such as skin tissue, or the appearance of skin tissue, moist skin tissue, wet skin tissue, sea life skin, eyeballs, veins, arteries, blood vessels. And other forms of what's the word? Physiological traits of living things. And I asked that question again because you don't want to simply draw, to make it simple, a circle. Let's say we all drew circles, and then circles with a pencil, circular. And so we all drew circles like this, just lightly circle. And that was our standard for art. But someone else comes along and does it with a red pen, with this little circle, or a red marker, now a black marker, or a green marker, now in paint. Because even though that image of a circle changes in appearance somewhat, is the idea still new, or is it the old one? Is the idea new every time, or is it just an old one being represented in a new, refreshing way? Because I think sometimes people act a fool when either they act a fool or they lower the value of someone else's work by comparing it as saying, yeah, this is my version of a dog, my version of a portrait, my version of the Eiffel Tower. And I just asked that question in case you're there creating a gallery of work, a portfolio of work. Are you doing the same stuff over and over, or are you at least doing something refreshing? Or if, what's the reaction that you would want, what are the words that you would want to describe your work? New, refreshing, old, boring, played out, safe, simple, nothing new. Or which words are you trying to avoid? And it's also like what's affecting your imagination. Are you reading the same things over and over, doing the same routine? my artwork is based off an example given before where a hunter had given me I forget how the conversation started, but this hunter was telling me in Australia how he had once, him with this other crew of friends and hunting dogs, had gone out to the bush and had seen something that was huge, with red eyes, coming towards them, attacking their dogs as their dogs were barking, and went after it. And the dogs would come back crying after being attacked by this beast. And it's stories like that make me wonder, is it a tall tale, or is there actually something out there? There's still a lot of this planet that we haven't explored, or explored well, or continue to monitor. And we get distracted by saying, like I have, I could just go on with my program of living in my little bubble, doing my routine, and be happy that way. And I think some people apply that to their artwork, that sort of same comfortable approach of creating, of drawing, of painting, of sculpting. Because we don't want to talk or view those things that of our fears, of our feelings, of things that go bump in the night, our ignorance, the unexplained, or simply completely being released from what is a broad word, the normal, the average. And then to me the tricky part sometimes is you see assholes that just say, well, this is contemporary art, so let me just do a line here. And that's the struggle of man. And this one is my childhood. You get people that it's like the legal system. They find the loopholes. Who are you to decide what is art, or what isn't art, or what my art is? So I just ask you to question your creativity, or how creative are you? Because I don't think any of us want to create the same circle over and over. I don't think we want to do that. I think we all have an imagination, have a perspective that we want to get across, and sometimes our delivery is poor because we think of using the same safe cookie cutter approach. I think I'll call the next video negative comments made me a better artist. And if it wasn't for all the bad criticism that I've had, I don't think I would have grown as much. I wouldn't have questioned myself and said, well, why is that person saying that? Is what that person is saying, is that true? Is it false? Is it their opinion? Or is it their opinion? Is it a fact? Could they be right? Could I be wrong? Facebook, well, especially DeviantArt, the DeviantArt website, with so many people posting up their creations online, and some of them fucking taking shortcuts and half-assing shit on, they're posting dumb shit up there. It's cool to see the brain of the Western world out there. And I like it because doesn't matter about your gender, your age, what city you're from, what culture you grew up in, what you're wearing, what kind of phone you're sporting. Are you wearing designer underwear? Are you using the best, most expensive, gel pens? No, it's on there. It's about what's on the canvas. And people will like it or not, comment it, follow you. That's what I like about that DeviantArt webpage more than Facebook. Just a thought that went through my head. Oh, but gut instinct. Let's go with black. So if you're out there, to the art students or what some would even consider art amateurs, post your videos online of your work. Create not just the gallery, but the progress, your commentary, what's going on through your mind. See what other people think. Grow even from the trolls. There's I think some of them have some trolls are fucking hilarious. There's just a handful of them that should be professional comedians because they're fucking funny. Funny. Some that are talentless, trying to be funny, but they miss. Other ones that are just tiger uppercuts every time they mock you. I think you can grow from even negative criticism. That's my name on Facebook. If you want to add me or follow me on there, send me any suggestions or questions.